The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome. This is TVWAN News. In this edition, Kubuna Damao Bridge incomplete. Women group celebrates anniversary. And Coach Vera Arango leads couples. The incomplete reconstruction of the Kubuna Damao Bridge, a crucial infrastructure project connecting Kairuku and Goilala districts in Central Province, has sparked frustration among local leaders and residents, raising concerns about public fund management and contractor accountability, as the community anxiously awaits its completion.
The Kubuna Damao Bridge, located about 120 kilometers outside Port Moresby, is a crucial link between the Kairuku and Goilala districts of Central Province. Despite a substantial investment of 1 million kina in 2023 for its reconstruction, the bridge remains unfinished. This has caused frustration among local leaders and communities, particularly Peter Isoemo, the member for Kairuku, who has expressed his disappointment during a visit to the Kuni local level government.
Today I was quite upset doing a wet crossing again at Kubuna Causeway. Because 2 years ago, 1 million kina was spent on fixing that road, or the causeway rather. Today, I've seen that all the top slabs have been washed away and we have to do a wet crossing into the river again. That's not nice. That's very bad engineering. And it's a complete waste of people's money too.
The incomplete status of the bridge not only hampers accessibility for the local population, but also raises concerns about the management of public funds and the accountability of the contractors responsible for the project. Isoemo has assured residents that he plans to formally raise the issue with the central provincial government to address this situation, as the bridge is vital for connectivity and access to essential services in the area. The community is hoping for swift action to ensure the completion of the bridge and the restoration of normal access between Kairuku and Goilala, reflecting broader issues of infrastructure delays in rural PNG. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 News.
The National Fisheries Authority continues to expand its efforts in aquaculture development with the launch of the Lagayu Fish Farm in Lufa District, Eastern Highlands Province. This initiative aims to enhance inland fish farming and support local communities with sustainable food sources and income opportunities.
Lagayu Fish Farm is one of the NFA-supported community fish farms in the region and is part of a larger strategy to commercialize aquaculture in the highlands. The farm received 100,000 kina in funding from the NFA, specifically to cover fish feed during the growth stage. The launch of the Lagayu Fish Farm coincided with the opening of a new double-story classroom and basketball court at Gotomi Primary School, another NFA-supported project. The fish farm is part of NFA's broader vision to promote aquaculture as a viable economic activity, particularly in rural areas where agriculture and aquaculture can thrive. Eastern Highlands Governor and local leaders have lauded the NFA for its commitment to supporting the region's aquaculture development. The farm is expected to not only provide fresh fish to local markets, but also encourage the involvement of small-scale farmers, offering them resources, training and support. This initiative ties in with the government's Development Strategic Plan 2021 to 2030 and the National Fisheries Authority's 10-year Fisheries Strategic Plan, which emphasizes the sustainable use of aquatic resources and the development of inland fisheries to support food security and poverty alleviation. The establishment of the Lagayu Fish Farm reflects NFA's goal of improving livelihoods in rural communities and empowering local farmers. With the fish farms launched, the community of Lufa and the surrounding areas now have a promising opportunity to integrate aquaculture into their daily lives, improving food security and generating new economic activities. The NFA has ambitious plans for expanding aquaculture in the Eastern Highlands and other highland provinces. NFA will assess and incorporate new projects into its future schedules as part of its ongoing collaboration with local governments under the Memorandum of Understanding with the Eastern Highlands Provincial Government. This includes commercializing identified farms in other districts like Daulo, Ungaibena, and Obura Wananera. The Lagayu Fish Farm is just the beginning of what could be a transformative chapter for aquaculture in the Highlands. For the young participants, the farm is more than just a project. It's a chance to take control of their future and build a sustainable livelihood for themselves and their families. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 News.
At a dinner hosted by the National Fisheries Authority to mark the completion of project deliveries in Trimbu and Eastern Highlands Deputy Provincial Administrator Peter Gare announced a significant funding commitment. The provincial government pledged 1 million kina towards NFA-led development programs, reaffirming their dedication to collaboration. He expressed gratitude on behalf of the Eastern Highlands government, stating that the commitment highlights a strong provincial backing for ongoing NFA projects, emphasizing the government's readiness to work side by side with the NFA to drive growth in multiple sectors across the province.
Your partner with the NFA, the one kind of work, you working by me must run side by side. Because I was in NFA, some line working research now with the announcement of the but we know you will help us to change our province. In all of Fisheries space as well, but in other areas of development. So we want to partner with you, and our commitment with the 1 million kina, from one intervention you will go, we will support you.
The Losiade Women's Association in Samarai Murua district of Milne Bay Province celebrated its 50th anniversary recently. More than 600 women from across Losiade local level government in Samarai Murua district gathered at Bagaoya Station on Misima Island to mark the 3-day event from 26 to 29 September.
The Louisiade Women's Association was formed in 1974 and has since grown from its humble beginnings to where it is today, helping women work together within the LLG in different programs from arts to homemaking activities, among other events. The 3-day event saw women from the district in their colorful array of uniforms taking part in their respective clubs from all wards and villages. They marched, displayed their uniforms, and gave a presentation of different programs, sharing of God's Word, singing songs, and other activities, including the sharing of food. A strong supporter of the Louisiade Women's Association and Women in Development, member for Samarimura, Isi Henry Leonard, was on hand to witness the occasion on Thursday, 26 September. MP Leonard presented 60,000 kina from his discretion funds for the anniversary celebrations, which included uniforms for the 670 members of the Women's Association. He commended the leaders of the LWA past and present for their efforts in progressing the work of the association in the LLG and congratulated them for hosting a successful event. LWA President Elizabeth Donald challenged those in attendance that teamwork was important in moving the association forward. Accompanying Leonard at the LWA anniversary was member for Goilala Casimiro Aya. who once served on Misima Island as the police station commander 24 years ago. The LWA 50th anniversary celebrations successfully ended on Saturday last weekend after a 3-day event. Carol Kido Jr., TVWAN News.
TVWAN News continues when we return. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical cuddle, get up and big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SP Lager, Bunyamyumi.
Open nets.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trubla. All get a young planalapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Thanks for staying with us. Alicia Group has officially opened its 7th shop in Port Moresby recently at Gerehu Stage 2, formerly known as Mosin Plaza. This new establishment aimed to serve the residents of Gerehu and other city dwellers. Formerly known as Mosin Plaza, this new establishment aims to serve the residents of Gerehu, particularly in the wake of the recent tragic Black Wednesday that destroyed the Gerehu shopping center, leaving many locals without convenient access to essential goods but travel out of Gerehu. The opening comes as a much-needed relief for the community, which has faced challenges in traveling long distances for shopping since the unfortunate incident dubbed Black Wednesday. Max Lee, operating director for Eliseo, expressed his enthusiasm for the new location and encouraged not only the residents of Gerehu, but all city dwellers to visit the Eliseo Gerehu Plaza.
Eliseo branch a very good reputation. We have plenty goods. You should come here shopping, include fresh goods, grocery, and clothing department store.
Rose Dumu, area supervisor for Eliseo Gerehu Plaza and a local resident, shared her sentiments about the shop's opening. Dumu also highlighted the employment opportunities the new shop has created, benefiting her and her colleagues.
I'm very proud that it's opening here for all of us here in this community and Gerehu area here.
The Eliseo Gerehu Plaza is said to become a vital resource for the community, providing essential goods and services in a convenient location while contributing to the local economy through job creation. As residents of Guerrero adjust to the changes brought on by the fire, Alicia Group's new shop stands as a beacon of hope and recovery for the area. Turning abroad, 2 pro-Palestinian events planned for this week-long have been confirmed as going ahead. Earlier this week, New South Wales Police applied to the state's Supreme Court to prohibit the events out of safety concerns. A vigil will also be held on Sunday to pay respect to the Israelis who were held hostage or died in the October 7th Hamas terror attack last year.
Igniting the past 12 months of war, pro-Palestinian demonstrators have marched through Sydney's CBD.
This will be week 52, so we're well rehearsed.
The waving of flags of the proscribed terrorist group Hezbollah at last week's protest following the killing of its leader Hassan Nasrallah prompted police to seek a court order prohibiting this week's assembly. But they withdrew their action late yesterday after police and organisers agreed on a number of conditions. These include telling attendees not to bring flags with illegal symbols, having 1 marshal per 100 people, and moving the protest from Town Hall to Hyde Park. The initial route went past the Great Synagogue, but will now avoid it.
The organisers reluctantly agreed to move the route.
Just to be clear, the march route that we proposed in the court yesterday actually came from the New South Wales Police.
But no deal was struck for the assembly on Monday.
The vigil on Monday is a candlelight vigil.
But it's hugely insensitive at best to hold a planned vigil or rally on that day.
Think about whether your cause is being advanced or set back.
The fact that Monday's vigil here at Town Hall isn't an authorised event doesn't mean it's illegal. Here in New South Wales, there is a lawful right to protest, but it does mean attendees won't be protected from arrest when it comes to some offences, such as blocking a road.
There'll be an overwhelming police response on both Sunday and Monday in particular.
Activists have accused the government of heavy-handed policing and the Premier of picking sides.
It's very clear that in the eyes of the Premier, Jewish lives are more important than Arab lives.
Police have authorised a pro-Palestinian protest on Monday in Lakemba, while Jewish commemorations are planned in the city's east.
Social cohesion is important, and conflict overseas doesn't need to be played out on our streets.
A call for calm ahead of a day of strong emotions on both sides.
For the past 9 months, the First Nations community of Cherbourg, northwest of Brisbane, has had to boil water to make it safe to drink. The Queensland state government has promised funding for a new water treatment plant, but residents have little confidence it will fix the problem.
Just 3 hours drive from Brisbane, Cherbourg's 1,800 residents have substandard access to drinking water, according to the local council.
It's probably in the last 20, 25 years that we haven't been making a high enough quality of water to be the standard with the rest of Queensland.
The locals need to boil the town water to make it safe due to a failing water treatment plant. The 70-year-old system can't cope with heavy rains, leading to a muddy water supply and E. coli outbreaks.
Sort of towards the end of spring, going into the summertime, we get our big storms, and as operators, that's a nightmare for us.
The most recent boil water alert lasted 9 months. But residents caring for the most vulnerable say they haven't used the town water for decades.
It's just the health and well-being of the children and safety for our children and keeping them healthy. We know that it can cause diarrhoea or gastro and rotavirus.
The childcare centre pays around $600 per month out of its operational budget for bottled water.
If it was a non-Indigenous community, I think the problem would be solved. And sometimes we feel like, why do we have to wait and wait and wait?
$26 million in state and federal funding has now been committed to help fix the problem.
With upgraded infrastructure, we strongly believe that with my team, that we can manage we must provide a clean water to our community.
While the Cherbourg water plant upgrade isn't an election promise, the state government says it will secure a safer source of water for the community and should put an end to residents needing to frequently boil their own water. But some residents aren't so sure.
They're not confident, but we've got to be optimistic too. And hopefully they'll do it right this time.
This is TVWAN News. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, P&G and Mia. Find P&G made.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. A scale rice family meal with toast. To bring out the smiles, cause it's a favorite by miles. Seni Sigola, scale rice, low scale price. Seni Sigola, scale rice, low scale price. But you like him?
In its first 10 years, the PNG LNG project has had a long-lasting impact, contributing more than 26 billion kina to the state of Papua New Guinea. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levy and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Yourself from 40 meters. Colleen, 22 minutes into this one. The inside pass. Fantastic awareness.
Inches, millimeters away, and the try is given.
Welcome back. In sports, new PNG couples head coach Felipe Vera Arango will have a daunting task at hands as he tries to qualify PNG for the FIFA World Cup in 2026. Although Vera Arango has assembled a strong side for the important outing, the couples have previously struggled at the regional events under former coach Warren Moon. It will be an interesting one to see how they perform under new coach. PNG couples will be out in full force once the FIFA qualifier kicks off. The football fans are anticipating good results in the tournament following embarrassing performances in the recent MSG Cup in New Caledonia and Pacific Games in the Solomon Islands. In his first outing in charge of the couples, coach Felipe Vera Arango has addressed key areas of improvement. His side need to give themselves opportunity to qualify for the FIFA World Cup. Vera Arango highlighted that defense has been an issue. They are emphasizing in their training to get their defense right. Working in collaboration with the technical department, the coaches assembled both experienced and debutant for the qualifier. The veteran talisman Raymond Gunemba, who missed out in their last outing, was recalled to add experience to the team, while Christianus Biasu, Judah Asa, Shane Sakail and Logan Biwa will be making their couples debut. Most of the players selected in the squad are from the clubs that are performing well in the Premier Soccer League competition this season. Coach said the selection is purely made on merit through the assistance of the technical department. While expressing confidence in the side to do well at the qualifier in Fiji, Coach Vera Arango called out to football fans in the country to support the national team in true spirit of football, whether they lose or win. PNG Couples plays New Caledonia its first group stage match on October 10th before meeting Fiji and Solomon Islands in the later matches. The squad list include goalkeepers Ronald Warrison, Dave Tamare and Christinus Biasu. Defenders are Daniel Joe, Godfrey Harrow, Alwin Kumolong, Kolu Kepo, Joshua Talau and Arol Tatang. Midfielders are Shane Sakail, Emmanuel Simon, Yagi Yasasa, Bruce Tiampo, Obed Simon, Joseph Joe, Juhad Asa and Kenneth Ara. And forwards are Rex Naime, Ati Kepo, Logan Biwa, Nathaniel Eddy, Tommy Semi and Raymond Gunemba. Melbourne Storm prop Tui Kamika heads into the first grand final of his career on Sunday with a furious desire to make his family and his homeland proud. The Fijian giant has been coming off the bench since the last time the Storm played the Panthers in round 24, but will move into the starting side in the decider after the suspension of Nelson Osofa Solomona.
As he goes in search of a premiership ring in his 8th season with the club, Kamika is ready to embody the next man-up mentality on the grand stage. For Tui growing up in Fiji and to be here in this moment is a pretty good achievement, he said. Making his family proud on the island, not only his family, but the nation playing rugby league at the highest level. The 30-year-old captained his country at the last Pacific Championship and looks set to do the same in 2024. The Storm have a proud history of Fijian stars donning the purple jersey, from the dual premiership winner Suliasi Vunivalu to blockbusting winger Marika Korebiti and 2012 Grand Final winner Sisa Wanga. His mother and sister will be flying over from Fiji for the occasion. They will join his wife and his young son, who are watching on proudly during the Storm's 48-18 preliminary final win over the Roosters. Now we're off to the big dance, so hopefully we'll get the job done on Sunday. Kamika said he would focus on the simple things in the decider to help his team get over the line. He'll just do his job as a forward, focusing on those effort areas, while the big things will take care of themselves. He's just looking forward to the game because this is it. This is what they train for when they come into the preseason, and now we are finally here, he concluded. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Penrith Panthers props Moses Leota and James Fisher-Harris has formed one of the best front-row combinations in the last decade. The duo has been the forefront of the club's recent success. However, like the old saying, all good things come to an end. Tomorrow's grand final will see Fisher-Harris partnering Leota for the last time. Fish will be a Warrior next year. Both James Fisher-Harris and Moses Leota have been the true Panthers over the years. They came up through the club's junior programs. They formed such a lethal combination at the middle, both in defense and in offense. Their brutal defense and flexibility in attack proved critical for the club in their tenure. They have been in the forefront of the club's historic 4th consecutive grand final appearances since 1970s. The Kiwi men will run out together for the last time in the Panthers' colours on Sunday's grand final against the Storm, the rematch of the 2020 grand final. Leota pledged to make it count and send his counterpart out on the high note. Leota told NRL that he is eager to taste success for the last time with Fisher-Harris, a teammate for over 9 years. Leota said when he first learned that Fisher-Harris was leaving to join New Zealand Warriors, he was gutted. However, as time went by, he accepted Fisher-Harris's decision and want to make the Sunday's grand final match a memorable one for them. The Panthers meet Storm on Sunday. Should they win, they will be the first club in the NRL era to win 4 consecutive grand finals. But the Storm will be up for challenge to put an end to Panthers' dynasty in the NRL. Watch this much anticipated NRL Grand Final tomorrow on TVWAN Sports. That's it for sports, and now the weather forecast. In regional forecast for the next 24 hours. Southern isolated showers and thunderstorms scattered over eastern Milne Bay Islands. Omase, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of rain and possible riverine flash flood over Morobe, East and West Pacific provinces. New Guinea Islands region, scattered showers and thunderstorms with areas of rain and possible flooding along the southern coastline of West Pacific province. And Highlands region, scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms with areas of rain. And that ends the news tonight. Thanks for your company. Bye now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.